Next topic is all about diagnostic test. So what is a diagnostic test? It is used to find out students' strengths and weaknesses. It is a form of pre-assessment that allows a teacher to determine students' individual strengths, weaknesses, and skill prior to instructions. It is primarily used to diagnose students' difficulties and to guide lessons and curriculum planning. It is used to inform instruction and made as the initial phase of assessment for learning. So in diagnostic tests, there are benefits of it. They benefit both the teacher and the students. It allows the teachers to plan meaningful and efficient instruction. When the teacher knows exactly what students know and don't know about the topic, she can focus lessons on the students still need to be learned about rather they already know. This cuts down on students' frustrations and boredom. It also provides information of individuals' instruction. It creates a baseline for assessing future learning. Example of diagnostic test is a pretest or a unit pretest. So what is exactly a pretest? It is a test taken by students before a new way to find on what the student still needs to be learned or what they already know.
So let's move forward to the achievement test. But before that, I want to ask you, have you experienced taking national achievement test? Yes, of course, when we were in high school. But what is really achievement test? Achievement tests are designed to measure the knowledge and skills of students learned in school or to determine the academic progress why they have made over a period of time. So, maade ko na si achievement test. A concrete example of this is the National Achievement Test or the NAT test. What's the purpose of this? The purpose of this is to measure our knowledge and learning from all the topics tackled throughout the teacher's discussion and providing a snapshots of their progress and identify areas of improvement. Another example is the National Certificate 2 or the NC2 test for the TBL students or the individual who take TESDA. Why is it so? It's called achievement test because it measures their overall learnings and proficiency in their skills from a long period of time they study. And if they pass the test, then it means they nailed their knowledge and skills. And also, we can also apply this in school settings. In what way? During the major examination. Why? Because if you have a high grade, then you can have an amazing grades and it ends its bonus if you are including in the dance lister. So that's a great achievement. So that's how the achievement test look like and goes. Thank you.
So let's proceed to the selection test. From the word selection, we select or we pipili task. Selection test is a tool used to screen the potential of an individual, like aptitude, skill, knowledge, to determine their eligibility for a specific program. So the purpose of this test is to select the most suitable candidate for job or a course. This test can place individual within their interest and need, as this test is unbiased and subjective. So for example, DOST scholarship application. A DOST scholarship offer a scholarship for top performing students. Applicants undergo a selection test that includes academic exams and interview. Only students who meet the requirement score and qualifications receive the scholarship. As we all know that DOST is Department of Science and Technology, but it doesn't mean that they only have a science and technology test, because they can also have a science, math, English, and aptitude test. Because always remember that selection test is a broad type of test to ensure that you are really a capable one. So this selection test is a test to help individuals to see if they are good to fit on that specific things. So, aptitude test. An aptitude test is a type of test that measures a person's natural ability to do something or learn new skill. It's like a quiz to see what you're good at, whether it's math, problem solving, or working with your hands, without needing any special training or experience beforehand. So, when we say aptitude test, it measures the person's natural abilities. Aptitude test is used in schools by employees, employers, or vocational counselors. So one example of an aptitude test is the teacher's aptitude test. So the teacher's aptitude test is designed to access the skills, knowledge, and qualities needed to become an effective educator. It typically evaluates a candidate's understanding of teaching methods, subject knowledge, communication skills, classroom management, and their ability to connect with the students. The test helps ensure that aspiring teachers have the necessary competencies and mindset to succeed in the profession and contribute positively to student learning and development. So in conclusion, an aptitude test is a useful tool for measuring a person's natural abilities and potentials in various areas such as problem solving, reasoning, or specific skills. It helps in career planning, academic placement, and personal development by identifying strengths and areas for improvement. However, while aptitude test provides valuable insight, they do not determine a person's future success or growth because as growth and effort also plays a significant role in this success. Thank you.
So next test is the intelligence test. So what is intelligence test? So this is to measure your intelligence basic ability potential. So it is to measure cognitive functions such as reasoning, problem solving, and comprehension. So one of the best example of this is the IQ test. So what is nasa IQ test or the intelligence quotient? So in IQ test, we have verbal reasoning. It's focused in vocabulary and reading comprehension. Next one is the logical mathematical reasoning. It's focusing on arithmetic problems. And lastly, we have special and visual. This is focuses on puzzle and solving or more in patterns. So what is the goal or the purpose of this test? So the goal or the purpose of this intelligence test is to obtain an idea of the person's intellectual potential. So ano ni mo ma-base kung asa jud ka kanang mas ni nag-excel. So that's the purpose of intelligence test.
Now, let's talk about the personal assessment test. Personality assessment test is the measurement of personal characteristics, a method of assessing human personality construct. Personality tests can help people understand their own personality traits and how they compare to others. Personality assessment and evaluation questionnaire that assess person's interest, motivation, and preferences. Like for the example, the BISO, nagkandak ang BISO o guidance counseling sa mga student in order to us nga ma-determine nila ang strength and the weakness of the student in order to reveal the underlying thoughts and feelings. And other example of personality assessment is the job interview. The human resource use this kind of test in order to us that they can choose the applicant they can choose the best applicant for ensuring that the applicant is competent and fit to the workplace.
So the last but not the least is the competency assessment. What is the main purpose of the competency assessment? Competency assessment is to evaluate the individual skills, knowledge, and abilities to determine if they meet the specific performance standards. It helps to identify the strengths and areas for improvement, guidance training, development, and decision making in both educational and workplace settings. For example, si Jan wants to work in an automotive repair shop. So, ni-text si og test the automotive servicing in C2, a competency assessment. He passes the practical test, written exam, and oral interview so that na-earn niya ang national certificate or sa ato pa is in C2 that qualifies him for employment in the automotive industry.
That's